There is a category of person everyone likes. They are pleasant, they are agreeable, they say the right things at the right times, they laugh at the correct moments. They are, by every technical measure of social performance, doing everything correctly, and no one thinks about them when they leave the room. Likeability is the social equivalent of a system running clean but producing no output. The processes are orderly, the interface is smooth, nothing is wrong and nothing is memorable. You are received well and forgotten efficiently. Irresistibility is a different architecture entirely. It does not run the same processes. It does not prioritize the same outputs. And here is what makes it genuinely dark as a concept. It is not about being more charming. It is not about learning better conversation techniques. It is about a fundamental restructuring of where your energy goes in every human interaction. And the result is not that people like you. The result is that people need to be around you without being able to explain why. That distinction, liked versus needed, is the entire gap between ordinary social competence and what psychology calls charisma. And today, we are going to take it apart completely. Charisma cannot be faked because 93% of human communication happens beneath the level of words. It's not just body language, it's your internal emotional state. Humans detect the difference between performing presence and being present instinctively. If your warmth is a manufactured behavior rather than a background process, people will feel that something is off. To become irresistible, you must build 3 internal subsystems that run simultaneously. Subsystem 1. Presence. Presence is the rarest thing in any room because it requires the complete absence of self-monitoring. Most people listen with only 30% of their bandwidth, while the other 70% is busy preparing a reply or managing their image. When you give someone 100% of your processing power, it produces a physical response in them. We've all talked to someone who does the right behaviors, nodding and eye contact, but feels empty. That's the 93% communicating their absence. True presence includes an internal state of comfort. When you are genuinely at ease, others feel it as permission to be themselves. They are drawn to your freedom like warmth in a cold room. Subsystem 2. Warmth. Performed warmth is just hypocrisy in a friendly costume. People enjoy the surface but distrust the depth. Real warmth is an internal orientation. The decision to assume the person in front of you is fundamentally good. Give value advice, a connection, or a resource, and then release it. Don't follow up or seek credit. This clean giving separates charismatic generosity from needy maintenance. Agreement is not warmth, it's noise. Real warmth includes the capacity for honest disagreement. When your no or your critique is real, your yes finally carries weight. People only tell the truth to those they actually believe. Subsystem 3. Power. Power is the load-bearing wall. Without it, you are just a nice person who is easily ignored. In this architecture, power is specificity of conviction. It is the quality of someone who has internal coordinates and doesn't scan the room for permission. This is the ability to hold a position without apology. A simple, unqualified no communicates more about your internal strength than any confident speech. Power is signaled through physical ease, occupying space without contracting or asking for permission. It is the absence of the subtle self-erasure most people perform in public. The integrated architecture, charisma fails in the imbalances. Power without warmth is intimidating. Warmth without power is forgettable. Presence without either is unsettling. Irresistibility happens when all 3 run at once. People feel more interesting in your presence because your interest in them is real. They feel safe to be honest because your warmth is genuine. And they feel your power is non-transactional. You don't need their approval, which makes your attention the ultimate prize. Likeability is a low ceiling. It is safe, it is comfortable, and it will never produce the results that irresistibility does. You now have the full architecture. Presence that makes people feel seen. Warmth that makes them feel safe. Power that makes them feel the gravity. None of it requires performance. All of it requires actual work, the internal work of installing the genuine versions of these processes, not the behavioral simulations. If this landed for you, subscribe, because the next video in this series goes into the specific environments where this architecture is most tested: conflict, competition, attraction, and how the calibrated system handles all 3 without breaking. Stop being likable